Hey Islanders, it's Jamie, that's me here, and I am here for yet another review on Love Island USA. Okay, it came on last night, and unfortunately, I'm just now getting a chance to do the review on the show. So let's talk about it, okay? Let's get into some of these notes. Things may be in order, out of order, whatever, girl. We're gonna talk about the episode, okay? Go ahead and like the video as you guys come in. Go ahead and do me that huge favor. Go ahead and do me that solid. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well so that you can be notified of all of the great content that I drop over here on this channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all know we got two new guys. We have Jeff and we also have Bryce. Okay. A lot of the ladies are liking Mr. Jeff. Now Courtney says that she thought that Jeff was looking good. She also thought that Bryce was looking good as well. So let's go ahead and really just get those two out of the way. Okay. So first things first, Courtney is really interested in Bryce. Okay. Y'all know that she's already coupled up, I do believe, with Felipe. Now, I kind of feel bad for Maddie because when Bryce came in, Maddie was automatically attracted to him right out the gate. She's like, oh my God, this man is cute. Like, he's just what I would need coming into the villa. Well, it looks like Mr. Bryce has his eyes on Courtney and vice versa, right? So he pulls Courtney to the side. They have a conversation and he talks to her about the outside, even though the outside is so far away and it's very too soon to be talking about that right now. For real, for real. So, yeah, either way, she likes it because she feels like, you know what, it lets me know just how serious you are when it comes to, finding love out here in the villa. So, yeah, they like each other. They're going to see what each other are, giving. Okay. Now it's real interesting because just yesterday, Miss Courtney was a little concerned about Felipe and his thoughts on Timmy and Bria. So she feels like Timmy was giving Bria some type of energy, whereas Felipe said, nah, Timmy is just playing the game. So she's like, if you feel like he's playing the game, are you playing the game too? How serious are you about me? And here it is. Okay. She done got somebody in the villa that she's interested in. So it's like, yikes, the tables are about to turn just a little bit, but not really. But it's like, you over here being concerned about whether he's all into you. Now he really should be concerned about whether you're all into him because you got Bryce over here that's really interested. But when it comes to Felipe, he's saying that he's going to just maintain the confidence that he has with the relationship or the situation he got going on with Miss Courtney. Okay, because they did play a game after the new guys got there, and one of the questions for Courtney, or the dares for Courtney, was for her to kiss the person that she's like eyeing the most or whatever. And the first person she runs to is Bryce. She didn't even consider Felipe, girl. She just ran over there and kissed on this man, and that's where we at. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. What else ended up happening? Jesse and Deb. Jesse disrespected Deb so much in this particular episode, girl. It was a lot of disrespect that was coming out, if you ask me. So first of all, he does a dare, and he was dared to, snog the woman that he likes the most, or the woman that's the most fit to him outside of Deb. So he went to Serenity. I was 1000% shocked. I probably would have expected him to go to Maddie, but he didn't. He went straight over there to Serenity, somebody that I didn't even think was his flavor or his type. So I was definitely shocked by that. So he kissed her down and they enjoyed it. But here's the thing. He don't really kiss for real. He does a lot of pecking. Okay. That's probably why he ain't kissing on you like that for real, Deb, because he just do like a lot of pecking. He just likes to peck, peck like a little bird, just pecking around. But anyway, that was her situation. So later on, they end up doing a challenge, right? And during this challenge, the guys had to walk around and, they had to pull on a girl that they liked or whatever, kiss on her, and do this whole put her on the bull or whatever the case was. They had to do this whole act with a woman. And instead of him choosing Deb because nobody else has chosen Deb, he decided that he was going to choose Serenity yet again. The ultimate disrespect. Okay, the ultimate disrespect. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Jesse wasn't interested in any of the ladies. Okay, I feel like his type is what he said, blonde-haired women. However, I have noticed like the interactions a little bit with he and Zeta, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like Jesse may like Zeta. I feel like at a later time we might see them couple up, maybe by default, and they may end up, trying to see where it's going to go. So for him to pick Serenity was a bit of a shocker. Like, Serenity, what? But then also not really surprised, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have seen him kissing Zeta as well. I don't know why he didn't go that route. He decided to go with Miss Serenity, and it left a lot of people shocked. Okay, definitely Miss Dale, because she felt disrespected, she was embarrassed, and she was literally in tears after that as she was talking to the girl. So you were wrong, sir. You were out of line. You were wrong, and Yeah, I hope she let you know about yourself because you was wrong, even though she ended up choosing him in the end in the recoupling. But before we get there, let's get to Timmy, Zeta, and Bria because this is where all of the mess was. Now, yesterday we got a chance to see Bria gather, I'm sorry, not Bria, but we got to see Zeta gather Bria, in my opinion, gathered Miss Girl right on up because she kind of saw her moving sideways right out the gate. So when Zeta called Bria out on that, Bria wasn't really like trying to hear that. Okay. Even though Bria admitted to some of the shakiness, she just felt like the person in the wrong was Miss Zeta. And a lot of people feel that way. It's half and half. You got a lot of people, when I looked on the app, when it looked like whose team are they on, it was a lot of people that were on Team Zeta. More people on Team Zeta than I seen being Team Bria. But when I look at it online versus the app, I'm always seeing half and half. It's these comments, those comments. Bria, Zeta, Bria, Zeta. So it is what it is, girl. Okay. Shout out to Zeta for being much more nicer to Bria this particular episode. I think that Bria opened up a bit more. And I also think that all of the ladies made Bria comfortable to like come around and feel included and stuff. So I mean, yeah, that was cool. So Bria, yeah, like I said, we got two new guys, and Bria talked about Jeff, and she feels as though like, yeah, he attractive, but on some long-term stuff, I don't necessarily know if he's really that guy. It's probably like he's gonna be a good fuck, and that's it. Okay, and we'll send him out. So we shall see. So when the ladies get ready to do this challenge after they get to know the guys, because first of all, Jeff already called out the guys for being snakes. He didn't necessarily say which snakes. Wish he would have dived more into that instead of inviting the guys down to hang out with him. I would have liked to know which snakes was he referring to. If you're gonna come in and say that, okay, just put it all out there, right? So they play the game. You see Zeta over there hyping up Bria. Bria was there to kiss two of the top islanders that she liked. Of course, it was Jesse, and double, of course, that it was going to be Timmy. She kissed Timmy all the way down and made sure that she licked him as well. But that's her special thing that she does. She likes to lick people. No, ma'am. Okay. It's like, how do you know they like that? How do you know they want that? You know what I'm saying? But I guess Timmy likes that. Okay. So obviously she did it again. Okay. That's her thing. She licks him, and we see her lick him again at the challenge. And it's like, girl, can you stop with the licking? Stop with the licking. Okay. I guess that's her way of making it seem like she's more sexual, but that's her thing. That's what she does. Whatever. Okay. Zeta ended up kissing Jeff because I think Jeff went over, kissed her, grabbed her butt, and all of this stuff. Okay. Because he was challenged to kiss like 3 girls. So he did that. Okay. And one of those people being Miss Zeta. So they're kissing it down or whatever. Of course, Timmy is getting much jealous, and I find this to be funny because right before I think the kiss happened, his thing was, "Hey, Timmy, truth or dare?" He said, "Well, I'll take a truth." Yeah, you want to be dared to have to kiss somebody in front of the other girl. Well, it didn't matter because he said when it came down to the truth, the question was, "Hey, do you like, which one of the ladies would you rather be coupled up with?" And he said Zeta for sure. And Zeta was like, "Oh, that's so nice of you, Timmy. I appreciate that. That's so nice of you." So Timmy would much rather be with Zeta, and you got my girl Bria over there looking dumb as hell, trying to smile and play it off, right? Like, dang, I'm coupled up with this man, but he'd rather be over there with her. Like, yikes. Yeah, he definitely would. That's what he said. So like I said, I thought that was pretty messed up, and I feel like you got both girls out here looking a bit crazy. But anyway, honey, let's go ahead and keep going. Now, after the game and everything was all said and done, Timmy says that he peeps Jeff's game. He sees how he went over and he kissed Bria, but then turned around and now he's over here picking Zeta to have a conversation with. He wants to have a chat with Miss Zeta. And what was interesting to me was he just walked over and put his hand out, reaching for Miss Zeta, and everybody was like, okay. And so, of course, they grabbed hands and they walked off. And we hear Bria say, "Oh, I ain't mad. They look good. They look good. I ain't gonna lie. They look good." And I'm like, girl, do they look good because you really think they look good, or do they look good because now she can go and get her somebody and you can focus on you and Timmy? Okay, so let's keep going, okay? But Timmy is pressed, and I just find it so funny. While you're sitting over here peeping Jeff, guess what? America is peeping you. So when Bria and Timmy talks, she tells him that Jeff is definitely her type, but she didn't come here to really date her type. She actually wanted to try something different, right? Yeah, Miss Bria, I feel like that was all cap. I think you knew that Timmy was exactly your type, and you're already dating your type. Both of these guys are your type, but I think that what you're doing in this moment, you're trying to downplay Jeff to make Timmy feel like he has nothing to worry about. But in my opinion, I feel like F Timmy, make Timmy feel like he does have something to worry about, because girl, he giving you somebody that you got to worry about. He giving both of y'all. Both of y'all are worrying about each other. You're worrying about Zeta. Zeta's worrying about you. Okay. And then for him to sit up there, have this conversation with you, and you call him out about saying that he wants to be with Zeta, and she wasn't even expecting that, or at least you weren't. And you're saying like, yo, if that's how you feel, why are you over here with me? You know what I'm saying? So she's feeling a way about that because she didn't know. He tells you, well, I'm putting Zeta on hold. I only want to focus on us. I'm interested in you, and I really want to see where this can go. But then when he walks away from you, he goes around behind the building, ends up linking up with Zeta, which I feel like was planned, in my opinion. It wasn't a shocker or oops, oh, okay. No, I feel like it was planned, okay, whether it was the producers or y'all two. And they ended up kissing it down. And one thing Timmy said in that moment that I really did not like, he said, oh, you're gonna get me in trouble. And I'm like, what do you mean she gonna get you in trouble? That's not your girl. Like, the other girl ain't your girl. So what are you talking about? Get you in trouble. And the way that you were moving in that moment was definitely giving me F-boy energy. 1000%. You gonna get me? Oh, you gonna get me in trouble? What do you mean? Get you in trouble? Like, you're already in trouble, sir. That's one. Number two, the other girl ain't even your girl for you to get in trouble with. So what are you talking about? And it definitely was giving me Zeta being the side chick type thing. So I was glad when Zeta was talking to Seriniti, she was like, listen, I just can't trust him. I don't trust him because I feel like he finally got somebody that's actually his type, somebody he would typically normally date, and I'm going to be the person that's just left out there. Yeah, because that whole link up was giving secretive kissing on each other. And then Zeta, you're moving in a way, in my opinion, to not try and piss her off or make her feel a way that you over here kissing Timmy. And it's like, F her. She went and snatched him up because she wanted to be with him. Of course, like, her brother didn't just make that decision. She helped influence that decision, and so did Timmy. So it's kind of like, if you like him and you want to kiss on him, it is what it is. You ain't got to hide behind no building or nothing like that from her. That's just what I'm thinking. But at the same time, Timmy, I just feel like you faking you foul, because you're saying one thing to this young woman, then you're going behind closed doors and doing something else. And then you tell Zeta you ain't trying to, she going to get you in trouble. And then she says, I'm not trying to get you in trouble. She should have said with who. So Zeta, it was coming off as though you're okay with accepting the side type chick position type thing. Like, it was just something awkward. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I did, and I didn't like it. Seriniti and Zeta are now talking, and they have a conversation about, of course, Timmy and Miss Bria. And Seriniti pretty much opens up and lets her know that she talked to Bria, and Bria confirmed that she and Timmy was up there kissing. And of course, Zeta was shocked. Zeta seemed like she was a bit upset, but trying to, maintain, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, maintain her composure and all this other stuff. But I'm sure she was mad about it. She was already saying that she was looking over there at them. She saw them facing each other, but she didn't know what they were doing in the bed. And it's kind of like, just don't watch them. Try to not watch them. Like, stop watching them. Don't worry about what they're doing. Just go out here and get your own experience. And don't worry about what Timmy doing. And if Timmy gonna come back, he gonna come back. And it seems like he wants to come back, because he sat down with the guys and told them, like, I'm having a good time with old girl. But at the end of the day, I still look at it like, man, she not Zeta though. That's his state. His thing is, she not Zeta though. So it seems like he wants to get back to Zeta, even if this girl is his type. And what's crazy is that when Zeta got kissed by Jeff, he was sitting over there looking like pissed a little bit. But when Jeff kissed Bria, he literally was clapping, like, hey, do your thing. Like, that's cool. Like, you can kiss her. You ain't kissing Zeta though, so I don't care what you do. Yikes. Okay. So I think that where his heart is in this moment is with Miss Zeta. But I want Zeta to choose him in the end. I would say Jeff, but I don't want her to choose Jeff and then Jeff leaves her out there. You know what I'm saying? Especially on a limb to get eliminated, and then he's going off with someone else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think we talked about the challenge, girl. Jeff and that challenge with Zeta. Girl, the way he picked Zeta up and put her on that car, and then the way he was just great. It was the camera angle for me. He had her ass in both of his hands, just really just, oh my God. I was like, wow. So much so that you had Miss Bria sitting up there saying, oh, I wish I was her on that bike. I was wishing it was me on that bike. Wow. So were you also outside of the villa wishing that it was you with Timmy as well? But anyway, now it is you with Timmy. So maybe it could be you too with Jeff. We shall see. Okay. So anyway, that's just pretty much that. Timmy's missing the fuck out of Zeta, especially when she whispered in his ear and said that she missed him. She missed him. He missed her. Now it's time for the recoupling. The main two recouplings that I'm concerned about, because we already know who's gonna pick who for real. I'm concerned about Felipe and who I'm sorry, not Felipe, but Courtney and who she's going to pick out of Felipe and Bryson. I feel like she's going to be the last person to make a decision. And then also, I feel like also it's going to be Zeta and who she's going to choose. And it looks like Zeta is making her decision before Bria even makes hers. So Zeta, what are you going to do? Are you going to go back and you're going to get your man, which is Timmy, or are you going to try something else? She said that she's going to put herself first, but we didn't know what to make of that when she said it. She could have meant, I'm going to put myself first and I'm going to choose Timmy. Like, that's who I want to be with, or I'm going to put myself first. And you went out here and you did some selfish and you got to know a whole nother woman, and that resulted in her brother picking you. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to get to know this other guy, Jeff. But what I can tell y'all, Jeff is not leaving. Jeff is either going to be coupled up with Zeta or he's going to be coupled up with Bria, but Jeff is not going to leave because you can already tell that Jeff gets Timmy hot and bothered, and we need it for entertainment purposes, honey. But that's all that I got on Love Island USA. I want you guys to hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the latest episode and if it was as good to you as it was to me. Okay, go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your overall thoughts, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, or follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.